guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you are brand new here and this is the very first time you're ever seeing my face, hello and welcome. My name is Jennifer. I share all things health and wellness here on the channel. Anything I do to level up my own life, I share with you guys in hopes to inspire and motivate you to do the same. So if that sounds like your jam, make sure to subscribe before we jump into today's video. All right guys, here we are, the end of 75 hard. Now what? What are our plans? What are we gonna do? I am gonna share with you today my plans for post 75 hard. I am actually filming this on Wednesday, and Friday is our final day of 75 hard if you started with us on January 4th. I know a bunch of you guys are on different days, but this will still apply to you or help you. That way you prepare and plan for how you're going to end 75 hard and beyond. So I'm going to tell you my plans. If you are brand new here and this is the very first time you're ever hearing about 75 hard, you have no idea what it is, I will link my video down below explaining exactly what it is, and also I'll link the playlist down below following through my entire journey. I actually documented the entire journey my first time through 75 hard, which I completed successfully, and I documented this entire time through 75 hard, and I am on day 73 currently as I am filming this. So we are almost to a successful completion of this one as well, and I feel ecstatic and stoked, and it's honestly, a lot of it has just become second nature, and it's not as hard as it was the first time. So I'm excited to see what phase one will bring me. A lot of the reason that I am ending it the way I am ending it this time is because it is my second time, and I learned from last time what I don't want to do. So I am speaking to you guys from experience, and when you know better, you do better. And I ended it last time and was so ecstatic that I finished it and completed it and couldn't wait until I got to the end to get to a cheat meal, because I had went an entire 75 days without a cheat meal and had never done that before. And then I spent the entire weekend having cheat meals and then felt bloated and gross and like I had ruined all the work that I had put in for the last 75 days, and just felt like I was going backwards, and I don't want that feeling again. And I'm not saying that you can't have a planned off-plan meal, or that if you want to have a cheat meal that that's not what will work for you. Just the way that I did it didn't work for me. It was unproductive. I felt like I was going backwards, and it wasn't the results or the feeling that I am trying to gun for every single day, or what 75 hard brought me. So I felt like I was going backwards, and I definitely don't want to do that again. So my plans this time, I did not do phase one last time. If you have no idea what phase one is, or the whole Live Hard program, check out Andy Frisella. He is the one, the founder of 75 hard and the entire Live Hard program, andyfrisella.com, or you can check him out on Instagram, his podcast. He explains all of this in detail as well. So definitely check him out. But the Live Hard program includes 4 phases, which 75 hard is the first one, then phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. So I plan to do the whole Live Hard program, but right now we are just finishing 75 hard, or about to, and then go into phase 1. So like I said, God willing, I will be successfully completing 75 hard on Friday, as well as my husband. We have both done this together, and then we are going to take off Saturday and Sunday, and then we are going to start the phase 1 program on Monday. So what does the phase 1 program consist of? It is all of the things, task of 75 hard. So the 2 workouts every single day, at least 45 minutes a piece. One has to be outside. Reading every day, 10 pages, a gallon of water every day, a progress pic every day, follow a diet with no cheats and no alcohol and zero compromise on anything. All of those tasks will still be in play, and then you'll be adding a few additional things. So you have to do 10 minutes of dedicated visualization every single day. So you have to be uninterrupted and dedicate 10 minutes to visualizing the person that you want to be in the future. Visualizing yourself with the goals already attained. See yourself in the future and how you will look, how you will act, how you will feel, and actually visualize it. And Andy Frisella, again, has a whole podcast explaining this process, so definitely go check it out. This is not something that I have done before. I have learned some about it and heard quite a few successful people talk about it, and it's something that I've wanted to implement, but I never set the time aside to actually do it, and I do think it's important. I've read a lot about it, so I'm excited to try it out and see the benefits I'll reap from it. But again, if you want to hear more about it from his words and his perspective, definitely go check out his podcast explaining the whole visualization process. In addition to that, you also have to have 3 power list critical task in addition to everything else you're doing. And again, he has a podcast explaining these power list tasks. That's what he calls them. And they are not just 3 goals. It has to be 3 actionable tasks that you can execute out each day that will move you closer to the better version of yourself, to your future goals, to making yourself better. So the 3 things that I am going to be adding, and he said that you can change this if they become a habit and you start getting in the groove and you think that you need to change it to something else that will progress you forward even more, then do so. But the 3 things that I will be starting off with, number 1 is 10 minutes of stretching every single morning. If you guys have followed me for a while, you know this is something that I need to do way more and something that I put off. With the running that I do, the working out that I do, and the injuries that I've had, stretching is crucial. Not just for me, everybody. Especially if you work out a ton or if you run, but just for the average human, for good mobility and foundation and structure, all that, you should be stretching your muscles. And that's something that I know that I need to do, but that I put off. So I'm going to make it one of my critical tasks to put aside 10 minutes every single morning to stretching. Number 2, I am going to do 10 minutes of writing. One of my huge goals is to write a book and become an author. And it's something that I've thought about now for a couple years and have wanted to actually start working on. And I always find reasons or excuses to put it off. So if I force myself to block out 10 minutes every morning to solely writing towards this book, then that will definitely move me closer to my goal. So 10 minutes doesn't sound like a lot, but 10 dedicated minutes every single morning for 30 days of phase 1 will definitely start me a word count, start me a rough draft, and at least get me moving in the right direction towards my goal. So 10 minutes of writing towards my book every single morning. And then the third thing might seem weird to some, but I am going to have to get rid of 5 things out of my house every single day. So declutter and donate, give away, whatever it is. Decluttering and organizing my space and my home where my family lives and going through my stuff, because I used to just literally have like insane amount of stuff. And I have learned over the last few years that to me, less is more. And if everything is important, then nothing's important. That has been my motto over the last couple years of like decluttering and organizing my spaces and just trying to be as minimal as possible and be more present in time and experiences than I am things, if that makes sense. I just think to help calm the chaos of our brains, help us to be more productive. When you're in an organized space and you just have less stuff, it's easier to make that happen. For your overall emotional and mental health, just having decluttered and organized spaces is huge. And even though I have decluttered a ton over the last couple years, as you know, stuff just reaccumulates. Family, kids, everybody just brings stuff in. So it could be clothes out of my closet, kids' toys, dishes, whatever it is. Every single day I'm going to go through and get rid of 5 things to either give away, donate, throw away, whatever. And it might sound easy in the beginning, but after 15 days or so, 20 days, and you've been doing it every single day, it'll probably get a little trickier towards the end, but it'll definitely move me closer to my goal of having less and being more organized and just less cluttered. So I'm excited for that one. But I would love to hear what you guys are going to do for your critical task. If you are planning to move into phase 1, what are the 3 critical tasks that you guys are going to be implementing? Let me know down below. I would love to hear what else everybody else is doing. And the third and final thing that you have to add for phase 1, which is going to be my kryptonite, which will make or break me on phase 1, which is probably the hardest thing out of 75 hard or any of it, is 5-minute freezing cold showers. Now, if you know me, you know I live in Florida. I'm a Florida girl through and through. I love the heat. I hate the cold. I can't even think about this is going to definitely be the hardest part. But Andy Frisella did say, like, you don't have to take your whole shower in the freezing cold. You can wash first, all of that, and then slowly adapt to the cold. And once you get to the most uncomfortable state of freezing cold, then you time it for 5 minutes. So I think that, and you have to do that every single day. So pray for a sister, but we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you up to date, but that is part of it. And just like with 75 hard, if you don't do any of these tasks, you have to start back over at day 1. Not on day 1 of 75 hard, but on day 1 of phase 1. So whatever phase you're in, if you mess up on any of the tasks, then you have to go back to the beginning of that phase on day 1 and start over. So that is everything for phase 1. That is my plans. And for the weekend, the couple days that we're going to have off on Saturday or Sunday, I'm definitely going to indulge in some treats, but they will still be keto, healthy, paleo treats. I'm not going off the Richter scale and having random cake or whatever like I did last time. I'm still going to have treats. They're just going to be healthier treats. So that will be Saturday and Sunday. And my eating for phase 1 will essentially be the same thing, clean, healthy, whole foods, but not as restrictive when it comes to clean, like certain vegetable oils, or I'll probably be a little less restrictive on dairy. I feel better when I eat less dairy, so I won't, of course, be going right back into dairy, but just more of regular keto than as strict and crazy dairy free as I've been for both rounds of 75 hard. But of course, healthy, whole foods, that is my main eating always for the rest of my life. So that's what I'm going to be gunning towards. But still going to have my cyclical keto days on Sunday, healthy keto foods through the week, and then cyclical keto on Sunday. So that's pretty much the same, but a little more wiggle room with dairy. So that's my plan so far. And of course, if any of this changes by the time I start phase 1 on Monday, you guys will see it because I will be vlogging the entire thing just as I have 75 hard. If you guys are new here and you haven't caught up on all that, like I said, I'll have the playlist linked down below so that you can watch the entire journey. And if you guys are doing 75 hard and you are ending this weekend or whenever, let me know if you guys are going to do phase 1, or if you at least have a plan for what you're going to do after. If you are not prepared and you don't have a plan, you are not being proactive. You're going to end up being reactive and then end up back into old habits, bad habits, and a downward spiral that you don't want to be in. Hopefully after completing 75 hard, you have a good enough mindset shift and discipline and habits to execute the way that you want to eat and the things that you want to carry out of 75 hard, even if you aren't doing phase 1. The things that you learn from that, you will carry with you afterwards, and hopefully know that you need a plan and keep trucking forward on your goals. That's the one thing I can encourage you more than anything, is to at least have a plan. If you are going to have an off day, cheat meal, whatever, plan it. And then make a time that you're going to be right back on plan, and then stick with that and commit to yourself and stay the course. That way, in 2 weeks after, you're not like, I did all of that for nothing, you know? Keep the discipline and the mindset and the grit that helped you get through 75 hard, and carry that beyond 75 hard as well. But I'm excited to see what phase 1 brings. I'm excited to push myself. I'm excited to see what you guys are doing after 75 hard in this entire community. There are a bunch of people over on Instagram that have done 75 hard that will be doing phase 1 as well. Some are doing it at different times, but either way, I know that a lot of you guys are on different times and schedules as well. But I still would love to hear down below what your plans are, and definitely what your 3 critical tasks will be or would be if you were going to do it. I would love to hear. And if you aren't following me on Instagram, make sure to hit me up over there. I'll pop my handle on the screen here at InWithJen. That way you get all the real-time meals, motivation, workout, all the fun things, and connect with me over there. And again, if you enjoyed this video and it helps you out, definitely give me a thumbs up. That helps me out and I appreciate it more than you guys know. And if you are brand new here, I would love it if you would subscribe and become part of the community here. We're all here to help each other, encourage each other, and all level up at life together. So I would love to have you as part of the YouTube crew here, and make sure to click the notifications. That way anytime I upload any new videos, you guys will be notified and you won't be missing out on them. And again, thank you all so very much for watching, and I will catch y'all in my next video.
Sometimes it really feels like I lose control.